Hey, what's going on? It's Melanisha with Just Homesteading. I am down in the root cellar. I did loosely follow the Every Bit Counts challenge, so I thought I would come down to the root cellar and show you what I actually canned up, and just some of the other things that I preserved during the month of August. I did not follow it religiously. I miss days here and there just because of my schedule, my kids going back to school, all those things. So I preserved what I could. I am continuing to preserve foods and things for the winter. Um, so I'm gonna turn the camera around to show you what I have. My the pests this year have been terrible in my garden. So, a lot of the things that I thought I was going to have, I don't have at the moment. So, I will be looking to supplement through, my local farmers, which is, before I moved to this property, I was buying from local farmers anyway to preserve because I didn't have the space to grow food. And now I have the space to grow food and the pests are eating it all. So, we'll figure it out. Not all years are going to be great, but I think overall the preserving is going well. So let me turn this camera around and show you what I have. Right now I am standing at the door of the root cellar, the opening, because I still haven't put a door on this space yet, but that is high on the priority list. So I added this big brown shelf to the root cellar, and initially I had put this shelf in at the same height, but then it was blocking the light. So then I took the top half off, and I really like how it came out like this. It's essentially, I have a table in this space, and it's nice because I can come down and set down a bucket and load up the things that I need from this space to be able to take upstairs and cook or whatever I'm doing. So for the most part, this space is being used for pots and pans and things, but I do have potatoes in here. So if you look down in here, just some potatoes. These are from a local farmer and they had them for a really good price. And then I have some more over here. And then these are my homegrown potatoes. We're still eating through these. And I see one with a little green on it, so we're gonna have to get rid of that one. But we've been eating through them as fast as we possibly can. And if you can see, like, this one has some ugly spots on it, but we just eat the other half. I have some cabbages in here. They actually don't look that great, so I'm gonna cook these soon. And then this shelf, so this big brown shelf, we actually had to cut it down to fit in this room, but this shelf was built to fit the space at our previous home, and it was actually built for wine. So if you've been watching my videos, you know that I make wine. And this was, I think this shelf could hold like maybe around 200 bottles of wine. And then we moved, and I love the shelves. I wanted to bring it with us. I had no idea what we were going to do with it because it didn't fit the dining room space in this house like it did in the previous home. So it has literally been sitting in the basement, not really doing anything, and then decided to cut the height down and move it into the root cellar, which is perfect because these are 2x12s. It's made out of 2x12s, so it can easily withstand the weight of full canning jars. So yeah, and if I can find the picture, I will insert the picture of how it looked at our previous home. with wine on it. So everything on this shelf was canned this year, but not necessarily during the month of August. We have some pickled grape tomatoes. This is a first for us this year. Pizza sauce, and as you can see, I have, these are actually just diaper boxes cut up. My little one is still in diapers. So you can stack your jars, but if you do, you just need to put a thin piece of cardboard in between. So that's what I'm doing there. Just a random, I did put a thermometer down here. So it stays about maybe 65 degrees. And it's 66 degrees in here right now. And it's 92 degrees outside today. So I think that's pretty good. Just have some empty storage buckets. My garlic is stored here. So this is all I got. And I actually used some of this. I used some of this garlic to can my pickled grape tomatoes. And I wanted to show you. So this is one of the bulbs. Look how big that is. So I'm going to plant this because it's a nice big bulb. So we have tons of green beans because we eat a lot of green beans in our house. Bucket of onions down there. We'll go up top. Crushed tomatoes, pickles, and I didn't record all of this, and mainly the tomato products because they're just a lot of work. It's hard to see those, but those are my greens. And we have lots of applesauce, and you can see the different colors because they're made from different varieties of apples. I don't add any sugar to my applesauce. I just mix certain varieties so that way I can get the level of sweetness that my children like. At the bottom down here we have lots of tomato sauce, and here, let me come around. And then there's a few more jars down there. We have peaches. This is my salsa. This is like a miscellaneous section. So if I don't have enough to fill a quart jar, then I just fill a pint-sized jar or smaller if that's what I need. As you can see, this is a half pint of salsa. The cherries that I had canned a few months ago, just some empty jars. I think this is more, yeah, that's more tomato sauce, some onions, and then here are the other onions that I grew. And then over here we have just some of our dried products. So let's see what we have back here. So these are the peppers that I dehydrated. This is my Russian tarragon. I think I have 2.5 jars of this. We have purple basil, chamomile, thyme, spearmint, I have some rosemary, that's upstairs. Oh, and then these are my dehydrated tomato skins. So I ended up with 2 jars of these. I didn't have time to crush them into a powder, but I will do that. I just needed to get them out of my kitchen, so I stuffed them in the jars and put them down here for right now. So yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video to show you how things worked out for me with the Every Bit Counts challenge. I will continue to preserve. Although I'm dealing with pests, I do have tomatoes and things coming in from the garden. My green bean plants look good, so I'm expecting nice harvest from those. So yeah, And then, like I said, as I need to, I will supplement from, my local farmers. There's nothing wrong with buying from local farmers if, if you don't have access to a garden, or, if your garden crops aren't doing as well as you would like them to. So that is all I have for now. But as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.